What's up, guys? It's Shay here. Decided to review this V2 version of a prop. Slide the original one this way so that I can get a hold of it a lot easier. So I actually made this. This took me only a day to make, a day to paint and everything, because I started it fairly early. We're going to be reviewing the military and police 45 pistol gun thing. But yeah, the semi-automatic pistol, the ones that are used by most of the police force and most of like military and like riot police and whatever, and sometimes used by deviants. But we're going to be looking at this one today. This is actually my V2. The original version did not look anything like this. It looked a lot more like lanky, a lot more blockier. Actually no, not a lot blockier. This is the original version. They look kind of similar, I guess. It's just that this one looks a little more like your average pistol. This one looks like, you know, more like a, I don't know, like a costume prop or something. Which is what both of these are intended to be. I was originally going to add a trigger on this thing. I always say that, and some people, whenever they look at these, they're probably like, "Bro, you always say that." But I was legitimately about to try to add a trigger onto this thing, like maybe right here, right there, maybe. But I didn't, because I did not know how to, like, you know, cover up the little seams, I guess, so that way, hang on, let me see if I can show you what I mean by seams. Like here, like cardboard, like right here. I didn't know how to cover that up because I was trying to twist the cardboard while, you know, it was glued together. I did not know how to do that, so I don't know which way I wanted to do that. So the one thing that I fixed on this version is the trigger guard. The trigger guard is a little better, even though it's supposed to have like a little bitty indent here, which I might fix sometime later. I don't know, but you know, you also got here the little bitty thing. I also gave this an extra grip, like a grip overlay, which is why this thing looks a little more like thick in my hand, because I overlaid with the grip. I did something like that. Here, however, it does look like that I overlaid it with the grip. Freaking fly on my gun, but it's not. I cut that out. As I said, I always find a way to ruin the original prop. I always find a way. Like unintentionally, I don't intentionally try to ruin these props. I brought another gun out here that I did a prop review on a while back. It's the for anyone who watched it, it's the FN57, my custom version. It has all like little bitty stickers, quote unquote, you know, this stuff and that stuff. So the only difference to them is that the M&P 45, which I guess let's just call it that for right now, even though that there's a gun in real life with the same name. But let's say the M&P 45, the only thing that is different is that this gun's bigger, this one's slightly smaller. It's supposed to be like that. So, and also this one feels a little more manageable in my hand. The grips feel almost the same. Don't know why I pointed a gun in my face. I'm doing it. It looks like I'm doing it for both, but I'm not. They're like right here. The only thing I never added to the 5.7 was a freaking barrel. It was legitimately the only thing I never added to this gun. I don't know, but they look kind of similar. This one's smaller, this one's bigger, and I think this gun is supposed to be big. Because in like every single shot, like no matter who holds it, they're always like the gun always seems like really, I guess, like big, like, you know, not like slightly bigger than your average pistol. Even though, I don't even know this. How I guess you could say this like the size of your average pistol. But yeah, also another thing that I changed on the new model is the grip overlays. The grips, the white, you know, rubber grips, quote unquote. Right here, they're like huge, but here they're a little more slim or a little more like better cut out, which I like that. I like that a lot. The Detroit or the DPD, Detroit Police Department logos are kind of more accurate, and I made a slightly more accurate barrel. Over here, I gave this like 2, which still looks pretty cool. But I can now dual wield these now. Just now realize that. But I gave this one a little more accurate barrel. I gave this one a little more of a, I don't know what kind of barrel that will be. But I guess I can dual wield these now. However, though, this will be like just an extra prop. It will be a stunt prop, but it'll also be an extra prop if someone wants to use it. Like, you know, because it looks like a stunt prop, to be honest with you. This is kind of like what a pistol stunt prop. No, I'm not aiming this at my head. But this is kind of like what a pistol stunt prop you would kind of want to imagine it to be. You know, unlike something like this would be like more like the actual prop. And also the slide ejector is drawn on here. The original one I put up there with cardboard. I actually gave this gun rear sights this time. Like, let me show you guys. There's the rear sights. In the original, there was no rear sights. I only added a little post, like I guess rear sight post back there to make it look like there's some. and the front sight's bigger. I forgot to mention that beforehand I actually gave this pistol a little bitty, I guess, metal back piece to this gun. Now, yes, that does exist in the game. It's just that it's very faint. You can't really see it. So I don't understand why I put that there. So I didn't add this on the new version. I might add like maybe a faint little bitty metal, like metal or back piece, I guess. So which one do I like a little bit more? I like this one, obviously. I love the newer model. It seems like I always love the newer models. I don't really like, you know, the older models like that, you know, but they always are still a very nice prop to hold. However, though, I guess you could say I gave this one a trigger. I mean, it looks like I'm pulling a trigger, like, let's see, like, maybe right here. Meanwhile, there's no, like, cutouts there, so, yeah. As I said, like, hopefully I can get it up to a point where the DPD symbols, or the DPD logos right here on the sides, and the safety piece here are going to be orange. And if they do, I'm going to repaint it and probably show it off on Instagram or something like that. I also went back. I wish I had this stuff. Or I wish I told everyone this stuff in the first review I did of this gun. Now, I went back. I went to see, well, in terms of the rounds or how many bullets this thing holds. I remember I went back to see how many rounds this thing held, and in certain shots, it was like North, who was like probably my least favorite character in the show, extremely trigger happy. Just saying, I don't care what anyone says, North is my least favorite character. I hate her so much, but I don't know why that came up. But when she used this gun in one particular scene where Marcus and them, you know, they chased over to the riot police and, you know, tried to kill them or whatever, tried to just get them down, she took one of the pistols and she fired what seemed to have been 10 rounds through the gun. So I'm like, is it 10 or is it 7? Like, damn it, is it like, which one is it? Is it 10 or 7? Or 7 or 10? Like, which one is it? So I'm still gonna stick with the 7 rounds. I'm not gonna go with any 10 round mags because 7 rounds are a lot easier to count. All right, so I completely forgot to show this in the video, but on the gun there's actually this little bitty magazine base to signify that there's a mag in the gun. So yeah, forgot to put that in the video. So yeah, back onto the video. I should also point out as well, I said this in my last prop review, but I didn't include it because I edited it out. But if anyone wondering who watches these videos, if anyone wonders why I look to the sides, you know, or just look around me like I'm paranoid, I'm not paranoid. Well, I guess I am a little bit embarrassed of doing these because, for one, I'm reviewing real guns, like, out here, like, you know, realistic looking guns, you know, even though they're from a video game and they're fake, made out of cardboard. But I'm still scared that people are gonna think that I have an actual weapon. Now, I've gotten weird looks before. Like, I remember, I think I was out here doing a skit or something like that, and I remember a car passed by very slowly. They were going normal speed, and then all of a sudden, just go really slowly. They turn around and go back the other way. I really hope they weren't looking at me, and if they were, then I'm really sorry that they had to freaking see that. So yeah, I just wanted to just I guess, like, point that out, or just put that out there in case someone thought I was crazy or some shit. So yeah, let's go on ahead and do another shooting test. And we might eventually dual wield these guns, but I don't know. I don't know if we'll dual wield them in this video. So let's go ahead and move on. I also now realize, before I do start the shooting test, it's going to be a little hard for me to distinguish which one is which, because they look exactly the same, except that the barrels, I guess the most distinct thing is their shape, but their barrels is also a pretty dead giveaway. 7 rounds. Don't know why I have this freaking thing. Last time I had this unbuttoned, but 7 rounds in this pistol. Probably 10, but we're gonna do 7 anyway. All right, I'm actually saying kind of wreck the slide in this pistol. He's done like this to see if there's a round in there or something like that, and he just throws it away like after defeating a riot police. I don't know. Giving off, I gotta stammer a little. I'm giving off random facts in this video. Anyway, firing. Hope that was 7. I think it was 6 actually. Alright, so we're gonna burn through one more mag. These freaking birds will shut the freak up. Anyway, here we go. This thing will get away from me. Okay, I had to make sure it was 7. I gotta go back into editing to see, because whenever it comes like firing off, like doing shooting tests for these guns, like guns that have ammo, like they have, you know, they have like an ammunition count, it gets really hard for me to be like, whoa, how many rounds did I fire? Did I fire a good amount? Did I fire under? Did I fire over the amount? So that really does it for this video. And I don't know. Oh god, I don't know. Should we fire the 5.7? really shown this thing on the channel in a while. Let's fire it. Let's do it. There we go. Just wanted to fire it a couple times. And just because this prop is here, I'm not just gonna let it sit here and just hate it. We're gonna fire a couple rounds through it as well. Alright, so there really does it. So anyone who's watching, and I know a good amount of, or some people at least, watched the last prop review of this original prop. So which one do you guys think is a little better? Do you guys like the original, or do you guys like the new one? Let me know. Anyways, but that's going to be it for this video, guys. Hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed this. If you guys did, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and edit this, go in the house, edit this video, look over the footage. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.